I didn't think she would survive the night. She was really lethargic. She couldn't open her eyes. She couldn't lift her head. What led to her traumatic brain injury was a 3-year-old little boy had squeezed her and had cut the oxygen off to her brain. She wasn't technically their cat. It was just a stray cat that had kittens under their house. I had a very short conversation with his mother. She said the cat was not breathing and that she gave the cat CPR, and the vet thought her back was injured. Also, he had pried her mouth open and hurt her jaw. So as far as like how long she was without oxygen, if her heart ever really did stop, if, what everything the sun did to her, we'll never know. So when we got to the vet, the prognosis was grave and didn't think that, Pookie really had a chance. We had to tube feed her. She stayed on oxygen. She didn't move. She just laid there and she had an oxygen mask over her face and her eyes just stayed closed for probably 3 or 4 days. And then she would open her eyes just a little bit. It's usually about 24 hours as you watch to see if the brain's going to swell and those kind of effects. She did start having small seizures. So her eyes would be twitching and her face would twitch. So she had those for probably about a week, but those subsided. Slowly but surely, Pookie started coming around and defeating the odds, really. I mean, she's a little miracle in my book. She couldn't walk. She would do little forward rolls and little cartwheels. The very first time that she ever did actually, walk, it was backwards for several days. And then one day she started walking forward. And she would pick her legs up real high, but she started walking forward. And every day she just would do, make improvements where we knew that, she was a fighter. So when I finally felt comfortable enough to really believe that Pookie was going to be okay is probably the day she started eating off the plate. We could overcome anything else because Pookie can eat. If there was anything that came out of Pookie's story, it would be to inform parents. No matter how much you trust your 3-year-old or your 4-year-old or your 5-year-old, anything can happen in a second. Small animals and young children don't mix. She's doing great. We'll continue to work with her every day and watch her develop and grow. She has her ups and downs and, we deal with those on a daily basis. She's still a happy cat. She has a good quality of life. We would never make her go through life with a horrible quality of life. So even though she's different, she's still great and we love her. Like I said, she's an absolute little miracle.